Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Direct snap. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And to stop the jet sweep, you've got to be great at containing. You have to have players in the perimeter of your defense funnel the football and force it to go back inside. That time, that defense was not allowing that receiver to get outside.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in. Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lucas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Gets set, first down. Looking for room, it's Toafili. solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Wants to throw. It's Glenn. Dumps it to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. He's looking to throw. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Scott. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on 4th down.
You isolate those guys.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Got it set up on the outside. Keeps the legs moving. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Knowles. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War Chant is going full throat. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Seminoles will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Throws to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
The Noles are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tide offense rolls onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
It's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running a route. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set and try to make throws. So I think you can't be...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Got it in the middle. It's Douglas. Knocked down for the tackle.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, they convert. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Easy.
From the gun, the ground game. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it.
Here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
The Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. Ready up. It's now 2nd and goal. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 7, Alabama 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the pass is intercepted. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Milroe. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Feeling some heat. Throws to the back. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. A first down for the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Toss sweep right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Looking for room. It's Toafili. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Glenn. Unloads it left. He's got it. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Florida State! They grab the early lead.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the tight end. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
2nd and 10 here. Out of the gun to give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 35. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And first down for the offense.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 7, Tennessee 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's going to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And he intercepts it.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
Looking to pass. It's Glenn. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Glenn. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Third and short now from their own 48. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wide out in motion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Wants to throw on first down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the ball squirted out. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava looking to scramble. At the 20, he's got space. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sampson. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Looking for a gap. It's Toafili. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding.
Picked off. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to, and as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll throw it on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. The Vols will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more really good execution by this offense. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
In halftime, in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker, it's Brown. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, no! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Tennessee offense will take over.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way.
He's got it down the right side. Off he goes. Inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Vols! Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. To give as they work on that clock. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
He wants to pass it on second down. With the catch, it's Tuafili. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Tennessee.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning.
2-9 Philly.
He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Wide receiver shows motion.
6-9-1. Gators.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got some room to run. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. A big score here, but possibly a bigger moment on the way with what we assume will be an onside kick.
And listen, you don't get these very often, but you got to take your shot, clock winding down. You got the score you needed. Now you got a special teams unit that you've worked on all week long to come through for you.
A gargantuan moment here as they try to tie it up late with the 2-point conversion. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. He's got it. The 2 is good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Lucas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do now. Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Quarterback checking the play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
Yep. Flex.
On third down, going up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it will be a 58-yarder. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Got his man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Sampson. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
All right, no secrets with this offense. We're going to keep running the football. Let that clock tick. Keep 2 hands on the football. And then where does my kicker like to kick it the most? You see some people like it from the right hash or the left hash. Some people like it in the middle. Run the clock. Get my kicker in the position he wants to be in. Try to kick the field goal with the least amount of time as possible.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Tennessee.
What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Touchdown Volunteers! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Fair catch called for and made. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about...
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First down here for the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Alabama quickly back to the line. To the air, it's Milroe getting some heat. Now he's going to break the pocket. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Looking deep down the right side. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires left. He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, and receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
He's back to throw on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The throw. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Moving out of the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
I love the aggressive nature in the play column there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
First down here for the offense. The give out of the gun. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Complete downfield. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. The Noles have moved it inside the 20. Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown Seminoles. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He'll pull it down and run. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Alabama pushing the tempo.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Makes the grab. It's Bernard. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Oh, and that's a chance to end that drive right there and completely wipe out the possibility of any points because, of course, the offense has the ball on their side of the field.
A shot toward the end zone. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming.
7, Alabama 6.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They go to the ground. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown time.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. On the run, fires downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Seminoles send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Dances away, trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Bama.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive throw.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. To the air, it's Glenn. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Douglas. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, going to the air. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect. PAT unit on the field.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
To the air on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points.
He doesn't need anything to do. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. You know, I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay. I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And the extra point is good. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Going deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots.
In the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
To the air, it's Milroe. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It is Drew as he puts 3 on the board. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime.
31, Florida State, 14.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense.
He lets it fly. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Smashes through the tackle. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all DBs can make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Now adjusting. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. All wideouts, no backs. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires one high and deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. Got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll pull it down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Offense facing fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Back to pass, it's Glenn. Fires to the wideout. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Morlock. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They want to just keep throwing it. They're setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. And he's got it! Touchdown, Noles!
And nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Henderson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing the NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Baylor.
At the 35, he's got room. And after that huge gain, he will have a chance to catch his breath, and he's going to need it. What a way to wrap up the 3rd quarter.
31, Florida State, 21.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback sneaks ahead. At this point, the clock is like the 12th man on offense. I assume they'll keep it on the ground here.
I would think so, too, but I also want to get the score and end this game. Like, that touchdown puts me up by 2 possessions, ball game.
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Lining up to add another. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the ball squirts out.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Tom.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Back to throw, it's Milroe. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're trying to get to him. At the 45, on his way. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Down, Alabama.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Now they're going to throw it. Coming after it. Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. The freshman just a little too much on that one.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Finds his man. It's Brown. On the move is the 30. Oh, look out. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Seminole.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher can give you a wave of momentum when you throw a 98-yard touchdown pass. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And as we get later in this game, Jesse, you want to keep moving the ball and being aggressive, but don't turn the thing over.
So how about getting the running game going right here, David, on this drive? Let those big fellas up front get some push, bleed the clock, move the chains.
Yeah, no need to get greedy. I know the passing stats and you want to score, but you're right. The clock right now is your friend with a 2-possession lead.
Trying to get to him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
Hey, it's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Now on 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw. It's Glenn. He wants to take the top off. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Williams. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. But points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the war chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will put two to leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. On first down, here comes this offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Breaks the tackle. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Pocket starts to collapse. He finds his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Finds the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. It's complete to the left. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Pulls and fired complete. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Give to the back. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Buckeyes are on the move. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Howard. Tight end finds a soft spot. Stopped after making the catch. And the Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. Off the play fake.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Unloads to the wideout. And is picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wants to throw on second down. And that pass picked off. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it, and they convert. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's going up top. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Great spot to attack there right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, no!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Seminoles. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the tailback. Plows through the defense. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Florida State 21, Ohio State.
And the Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass play.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you can pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Back to throw, it's Howard. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got him, and they convert. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War Chant is going full throat. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Offense getting set for first down. On the ground, it's Toafili. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Noles pick up the first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Excellent field position here for the offense. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. Second down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Garbers. Gets it out fast. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Bruins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, UCLA 7, Florida State 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the ground with the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass, it's Garbers. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
A 3rd and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
He did a really good job on 3rd down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On 3rd down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
And the Bruins will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Florida State.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. So they start in a great spot, move the ball 34 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. First down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
Spire.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Touchdown, no! And once he got loose, it was all over. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Makes a man miss. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
They'll line up for a second down play. Caught in the backfield, it's Harden. Still running at the 40. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Bruins have their offense in high gear. Running the red zone, it's Jones.
He's tackled at the 12-yard line. Second down.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, UCLA.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Touch pass on the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And they'll try to tack on two. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Hines is tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, UCLA 21. Florida State.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Come on, set.
Dropping back, it's Glenn. Zings it complete to the right. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
At midfield, he's got room. Oh, look out. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Quick pass on the fly motion. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Bruce, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab, and he's brought down after a huge completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Looking to take a shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. It's not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Give to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off to Jones. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it,